I'd like for you to consider a word today, and the word is wisdom. Again, the word is wisdom. Webster's dictionary defines the word wisdom as knowledge that is gained by having many experiences in life. Webster's dictionary goes on to give a fuller definition of this word wisdom as a wise attitude, belief, or course of action. And there's some important words that lay inside of that definition that will allow us to pull out some truth around this word wisdom. But before I do, I'd love to be able to share with you a couple of great quotes that are in the world. And the first one comes from the Bible where it says, "For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder in every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness." There's also another great quote in the world from a very famous author by the name of C.S. Lewis. And he said, "Do not let your happiness depend on something that you may lose." And those are phenomenal quotes around wisdom, but like I said, I want to get back to these definitions that were in Webster's dictionary. In the beginning it said that wisdom is knowledge that is gained by having many experiences in life. And I think that there's two words that are really important in there, and the two words are many experiences and then in life. And so all of us, yourself and myself included, have had a lot of experiences. We have had many experiences in life. And so the challenge becomes in the process of looking at those experiences and pulling out lessons and pulling out knowledge and pulling out patterns and pulling out and being able to look at our belief system and what are the beliefs that we continue to hold on to that may not be serving us. And so life gives us many, many experiences, and life is a great teacher if we pause to look at where the wisdom can be pulled out of all of our life experiences. And then the second part of the definition says that it's a wise attitude, belief, or course of action. And I think that those last three words, the course of action, is another important part to pause on this word called wisdom, because wisdom comes from your experiences, and that means that you have to be in the process of acting. You can't just be in the process of only reading or in the process of only listening to videos or just going to workshops. You actually have to go through a process of taking what you learn and then applying it. Taking what you learn and applying it, and that's where the experience comes, and that's where the hidden part of wisdom lies. Wisdom is found in your experiences. So you learn something, you apply it, and then you learn from that experience, and then that's the relearning, and then you reapply what you learned, and you continue moving forward. And so that's a course of action. You see, the other part with wisdom, people, in my opinion, or in my experience, have different intentions for learning things. People have different intentions for acquiring knowledge, and I think that knowledge and wisdom are very, very different words and different processes. I think that a lot of people want to acquire knowledge purely for their own interest. They are doing it for a competitive advantage. They're doing it merely to make more money for themselves. They're doing it to get ahead. They're doing it for only self-improvement. And I think that learning for that sake is okay, but I think that it's a very limiting process of learning just when you're looking at knowledge to acquire something for yourself as a competitive advantage. Wisdom, on the other hand, is moving from a process of not thinking of yourself in the process, but acquiring this wisdom, acquiring it through your life experiences and sharing through other people's life experiences so that you can create and benefit other people. So that you can go and create and benefit other people. And there's two very big differences in the intention. One is acquiring knowledge for a competitive advantage so that I can make more money and beat you. The other is to acquire wisdom so that I can grow in my life and grow in my life in such a way that I can be of service to other people. And I think that's a much higher law, a much higher principle, a much bigger capacity building truth that lies inside of wisdom than only just inside of knowledge. And so a question that you need to ask yourself is, what guides you more? Your need or desire to acquire knowledge so that you can appear smart and gain a competitive advantage, or your desire to acquire wisdom so that you can impact other people's lives. And so one is driven by economic profit and the other is driven by human profit. One is driven by economic profit, which I believe is predominantly just knowledge. Wisdom is driven by human profit and the need to want to benefit other people. And so I challenge you to take a look at your life experiences. I challenge you to take a look at what lane do you drive down most often, the knowledge lane or the wisdom lane. Wisdom is a higher principle, it's a higher law, and I would guarantee you that if you were to move down this track of wisdom to gain and learn for the sake of being in service to other people, your capacity would begin to grow, your influence would begin to grow, and the way that you live in the world would definitely begin to change. And so before I leave you with this word wisdom, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. Number one, how has this word wisdom shaped the way that you live in the world? How has this word wisdom shaped the way that you live in the world? Number two, how has this word wisdom shaped the way that you build and grow personal relationships? How has this word wisdom shaped the way that you build and grow your personal relationships? And then number three is, how can you utilize your new awareness of this word wisdom to unlock some hidden capacity that's still inside of you? How could you utilize this new awareness of the word wisdom to unlock some hidden capacity that still sits inside of you? And so it's a tough challenge for us. Life gives us many opportunities to learn. Life gives us many examples and many experiences. And if we take the time and if we pause and we look in the right places, those experiences hold the pearls of wisdom that's going to allow you to grow yourself in a way that's going to be able to be of service to other people. And I challenge you to make that walk. Always remember to ride the wave of life and always play big.